Hello, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom Share with Asil the Guides. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that supports the channel. I'm here today to guide you in and out of the session. Each week, we hand select a pre-recorded transmission relevant for our current times to help us anchor in the wisdom offered by the guides and join together to establish and amplify our collective field as a community. These Wednesday Wisdom Shares are curated for our community to gather around specific themes and energies and receive together as a collective. As always, we have some newcomers, so I'll share a little bit to give you some context for the work. Over the last 20 years, Asil has studied amongst various spiritual traditions. About a decade ago, he had a strong experience that opened a connection that we now refer to as the channel. This is a powerful connection to both energy and wisdom, which Asil embodies and transmits as a trance channel. Through this connection, energy passes through him and reaches all those who tune into the transmission, either live or recorded. This energy allows you to align, go deeper in your meditation, connect with your own consciousness and the celestial realms, as well as receive information which usually takes the form of a spoken transmission, or in your own way, visions, messages, or inner knowings. Asil's process of going into trance includes spontaneous hand and body movements, sometimes trembling of his body, rapid breathing, and as the energy rises, he will experience rapid eye movement. It will not seem normal, but we assure you everything is okay. His daily human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop channeling at any time. The channel will bring in guides who specifically present themselves with the names that humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels or archangels, but they do not refer to themselves as such. Once the energetic field is established, then an energetic alignment will begin. People report having powerful experiences even during video recordings. So it's really simple. During this time, sit comfortably or lie down and focus on being in an open meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've included yourself within this field, so there's nothing more to do. During the session, you can invite your higher self in. You can set an intention to release old wounds, thoughts, emotions that no longer serve you. People usually share that things come despite the absence of an intention. Flow with this too and just accept whatever comes. You can also bring a loved one into your mind and heart so that they too may receive the benefits. We invite you to listen with an open mind and an open heart. We recommend that you listen in a space where you will not be interrupted, and you turn off your phone notifications. We also recommend that you stay tuned in through the entire session. If you're at the end of the energetic transmission in a state of deep meditation, it's okay if you're not able to follow every word after that. The benefit of staying with us is what's most important, and the words can be listened to or read again later. When the session is over, we will sit together in silence for a few minutes and give everyone time to return to this state of consciousness. Enjoy your journey. See you back here upon your return.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining from across the globe. It's quite a pleasure and an honor to be supporting you with this work, as well as to connect with you in this way, to expand our consciousness, to practice, to go deeper inwards, to contemplate and reflect on important topics. And together in community, this work is even more effective, even more impactful. and all of you make up the community. So thank you for joining. In this work, the topic of love has been pretty obviously a big topic. And while there is so many different forms of love, the channel speaks often of the love of creation, the unconditional love of existence. And in some ways, they're trying to get us to that place of experiencing that love on a continuous and sustainable basis. And that also impacts our love in human relationships, our love for life, our love for ourselves, our love for others, our love for Earth. All the various conditional types of love are equally important to explore and to learn from. And directly to love, connect relationships. Our relationships, the one that we carry with ourselves and with others, with the earth and with the sun and the cosmos and the divine. It's quite powerful what we can discover when we look a little deeper about how we operate within our relationships. When we become slightly more aware. When we become more conscious of what's happening in our mind, in our heart, in our spirit, in our body. And then we make conscious effort to align, to realign, all of the good stuff. Well, I'm excited for you to be here, for you to be experiencing this work. I always recommend that you try the second and third and fourth, and I know many of you are regulars, and the continuous effort, the consistency of practicing and reflection and contemplation makes a difference. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So thank you for being here. Greetings, I'm Raphael. Love is the ultimate fabric of all of existence. The energy that binds all dimensions and all forms of consciousness together. The connective tissue of consciousness, the connective tissue of existence, no matter if material, non-material, no matter the dimensions, the planes of existence, love is ever present, unlimited in its form, unconditional in its delivery. This fabric of existence available to you and providing for you all that is required to create life, to create growth and evolution. This is the love of creation. The love of creation existed before we have existed, and it will exist after we have existed. It has provided all resources and the fuel for consciousness to exist. And it will continue to provide for you as well as for other forms of consciousness that are evolving equally. Love can only be experienced in relationship. The first relationship a form of consciousness establishes is with itself, a recognition of its existence, an awareness of its existence. In this initial relationship, consciousness starts to understand that it is alive. It starts to perceive its environment after perceiving itself. This initial state of awareness is fueled by the love of creation to provide for the perspective of self-awareness and self-recognition. This initial step all forms of consciousness must go through. This initial relationship, therefore, is intrinsic to all forms of consciousness at its most core, at its most fundamental level. The relationship you hold to yourself, the relationship that you hold in awareness of existence, in awareness of this love of creation. Most misalignments in life, in evolution and growth, stem from this original relationship established between your self-awareness as consciousness and the unconditional love of creation. Strengthening this bond, reassessing and reevaluating This most basic yet fundamental connection and relationship becomes therefore a critical aspect of the evolution of consciousness at its core. You will go through many phases of learning, of experiencing, and of loving. And first with yourself, eventually with the environment, with other forms of consciousness around you, individualized forms in human form, individualized forms as all that this earth can provide in material form of consciousness, individualized forms of non-material consciousness accessible to your plane of existence. All these relationships will and can be formed over time with the expansion and growth of your consciousness, with a deeper level of understanding of this fabric of existence, the love of creation. Understanding intrinsically that you are connected to all of existence, bound together and fueled by the same source of love. Through this exploration, a deeper level of understanding will fuel your curiosity, will fuel your devotion and dedication. Your desires and wants will then be directed to understanding love in all forms and shapes that it is provided for. Human relationships. The first with the parents, the guardians that provide for you upon your arrival in the human form. This initial relationship, most basic, yet deeply effective in understanding the closest form to unconditional love, while in material existence. One's self-recognition and awareness establishes within the soul that has entered into human form a deeper understanding of its connection to this earth establishes itself. Exploration with nature and beings of nature. A bond that is immediately felt. A bond that provides until the very end of one's lifetime. Love comes through many forms by nature to you. Provision of energy, food, nutrition, warmth, water, air, the senses, and the life force that is provided by this earth, as well as by the sun and the cosmological bodies. This life force continuously providing for your life, for your existence, for your experience in human form, so you can explore even further other shapes and forms of love, deeper understanding of your emotional aspects, deeper understanding of your mental and physical, as well as energetic spiritual constructs. A deeper understanding of love from all perspectives available to you. Experiencing physical love and the care that this body can receive. The response that it will provide upon receiving love in various forms, through nutrition and through touch, through the senses, through emotional connections, through reception by nature. The body will respond accordingly. Your emotional center that responds to various forms of love through the emotional bonds established in relationship with other human beings. The heart conditioned by the many experiences since birth, by the many experiences of past lives, by the experiences delivered to you, by the lineage that you have chosen to enter into. Many layers and constructs delivered into this very emotional heart center of yours. Many of these constructs require contemplation, reflection, and to be fully understood, to be dismantled and rebuilt. In this exploration of love within the heart center, a deepening and a closing to your relationship and to all of existence will be built. It is a way of returning to the original love that brought you here in the first place and that keeps you here. The unconditional love of creation. Understanding that all forms of love are indeed flavors and facets of this original love of creation. The mind will respond to relationships established. The mind will respond to love experienced and observed in collaboration with the heart that provides the impulses to act the mind will judge, discern, and select, direct attention and will towards action to experience love in its very many forms, to replay the constructs that have been established in order to come to a deeper realization of love itself, of relationships itself. Thank you for receiving this work in deep exploration of your understanding, your perspectives of love. Thank you for receiving this work. My work is complete.
Welcome back. Take time to return to your body. Take as much extra time as you need, or just stay in this state as long as you need to. If you would like to stay in this state, feel free to close or turn off your device now and return on your own time. I invite the rest of you to return to your body, bringing the attention to the breath, just noticing the way it moves so effortlessly in and out. Bring your attention to the room or space you are in. Wiggle your toes and fingers, and whenever you are ready, open your eyes. Take it easy after the session. Make space for the energy to continue to work. If you can, keep your mind quiet. If you cannot, bring this presence and peace to whatever it is you need to do. We recommend being gentle with yourself the next couple of hours if you can. Rest, go for a walk in nature, limit intensive activities. If possible, create space to be with yourself to get the most out of this experience. Or, if it is the evening where you are, moving into a resting sleep state is certainly beneficial. If you're required to move into your day or to other engagements, that's perfectly okay too. Try to bring the energy and this mindfulness with you as you interact with the energies of the world. Take note of the way this energy continues to work as you carry on with your life. I feel the light emanating from each and every one of you, and it fills my heart with love and joy. We would love to hear about your experiences on Mighty Networks and connect with you over this week's exploration. We've designed a space dedicated to continuing the Wisdom Share conversation. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing your time and presence. Thank you for supporting the team as we go inside to rest, improve, and strengthen the programs we offer you. We feel the support of the collective and are deeply grateful. Take care and see you next time.